Yeah, going back a little to the mindset you were talking about, I've built up a pretty confident mindset, um, based on continuing. Hey, I'm going to try this. Let's see if it works. Oh my gosh, I did. Just knocking every limited belief out of the park that I had starting out as a young adult. Um, but I would say the first 5 to 7 closings that I did, every single one of them had a moment where I freaked out. I said, "We're gonna lose everything. This is gonna be a disaster. I'm done. I'm getting rid of all of them." And then 5 minutes later, that feeling subsides. You're like, "Okay, I'm back."
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds, and I'm excited to be here today. I have another fantastic guest. And I'm gonna tell him, let him walk you through his story, tell you about the different things that he do. But I'm excited about him. I'm excited about what he do. He's going to bring a lot of value to this podcast. I like already like him and thanking him, kind of just for his transparency and honesty and just easy to talk to. And so I'm sure you're going to pick up on that as we talk. So I want to introduce you all to Mr. Trevor Methena. Did I do it right? That's it, Methena. Did I get it
Yeah,
right again?
you got it.
Awesome, awesome.
Nailed it.
Appreciate you, man. Mr. Trevor, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Oh man, I'm doing good. We're gonna tip our head a little bit. We don't know when it's gonna come up, but it's Friday. I think we both, excited that it's Friday, right? And so, Mr. Trevor, I wanna jump right into it. I want you to tell the people what your main focus is these days. If you want to give us a little bit of an origin story of kind of how you
Sure.
got into real estate, we love origin stories. And then tell them what part of the world you're in, man, what markets you're operating in. So, Mr. Trevor, sir, you got the floor, man.
Awesome. Thank you. So, yep,
Mhm.
I'm down here in Central Texas, in the Austin area, and we've been down here about 10 years or so. This place, part of the origin story is the fact that Austin is a pretty big tech market and there's a lot of startup culture. And so, right away, I wanted to get into something like that from a technical standpoint, but I don't have an app idea. I never did, never could code, nothing like that. So, sitting around with a friend of mine that I met pretty early on living here, and he said, well, yeah, obviously, yeah, you don't have a idea like that, so just start investing in real estate. I said,
Mm.
well, dummy, I also don't have money. And he said, you don't need money. I was like, sure you do. And so we got into this little bit, not an argument, but he said, you can go get mortgages just like you can a normal house and all this stuff. I said, no way. So right then it clicked and I started researching. And that's when I
Mm.
started my, YouTube university, just figuring out what I was going to do, where I wanted to go, and started realizing, oh, shoot, you can leverage banks. You can do a lot of this stuff. And before you knew it, I started to think about the market here. We made a sale of our primary residence and was able to leverage a lot of that equity to start our fund. And we started putting down 20%. onto properties. And once that all kicked off, that's also when the Austin market just went haywire, went super hot, and the prices started to not pencil out, according to all the research I've been doing.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And so I had to look at where I could go instead. One thing that kept resonating was hearing, where's your competitive advantage at? You don't have to stay investing where you live, but where's that competitive advantage? Well, my dad lives up in Toledo, Ohio, and that area started coming up all the time as far as, hey, these are affordable houses. There's pockets that you can find with good rent, strong rent, but good pricing. So I went headstrong into that. Called my dad up, see if he was down to start helping out. He certainly was, and we took down the first property in 2020, and 4 years later, built up to 20 properties, which was 21 doors, because one of them was a duplex. Whittled away a few of the duds that we did, purchase a little too quickly. So now we're at 18 properties, so 18 single family with 19 doors.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for taking me through the journey. Thank you for taking me to where you are now. I want to dig a little bit into you, man, into your wiring, the way you think.
Mhm.
And so I say it like this. I say destiny has no wasted moments, right? Meaning as we go through life, there are different stops that we make along life that kind of just make us who we are. We pick up things and we pick up some maybe resilience, we pick up discipline, we pick up different things. And so I'm wondering with you, when you look back on your life and look at where you are now, what are some traits that the younger you kind of prepared to you who you are now? Like what are things that you have took to you to kind of make you successful as you grow in real estate?
Oh, absolutely. So starting off in childhood, I would get into things and go deep if I was really into something.
Mm,
But also kind of grew up with about a lot of limiting beliefs. Everybody
mm,
around me, they did W-2 jobs. They worked them as long as they could, tried to stay at the same place and retire from there. And that was the only thing. I even, was kind of given the advice of, hey, you don't have to go to college, which I know now has a different connotation,
yeah, yeah,
20, 30 years later. But
yeah.
I had no clue about what I was capable of. Fast
Mm,
forward to when I was 22, I had done a few things. I had lost 80 pounds
mm,
from being really overweight, and
mm,
then getting into exercise and doing that, realizing I could do that opened up a door to the military, actually. And that is what really catapulted me into professionalism, into having a skill set. I went into technology within the Navy,
mm,
but get into the Navy and you start to realize there's a lot of things you're capable of doing. You're able to go do, whatever you put your mind to and whatever you start to work hard at.
mm,
So I carried that out once I finished up my time in the Navy, and that kind of mindset and belief system that I've restructured in myself as an adult, combined with a kind of an entrepreneurial spirit, is what catapulted me and kicked me off into taking this route with real estate. I still have a W-2 job that I would love to get rid of.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
working on it. I'd like
yeah,
to go be in real estate full time, but we're not quite there yet as a full family.
yeah,
But it's always in the back of my head, kind of driving me to continue and grow.
yeah. No, I love it, man. Thank you again, man. Thank you for your transparency. Thank you for sharing your story. Like I said, there are things that kind of fortify us to who we are now. And when I'm talking to people that like yourself, that's in real estate, that's making decisions, got to make the next decision. Sometimes we got to look at kind of where we came from, take a peek kind of in that mirror and look where we overcome where we came from, what has made us who we are today. Because sometimes that can bring clarity to kind of where we want to go. For instance, I like to say, and I heard this from one of my mentors, when you know who you are, you know what to do.
If you're looking for consistent, high quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
So when you know who you are, like you know what to do in any situation. And so I'm with you, man. I've lost over 100 pounds twice in my life. I'm kind of back at it, but I knew it started with my mindset, right? Whenever my mindset wasn't right, I would start putting on the weight. Whenever my mindset was right, I would shed the weight because I'm doing everything that I need to do. And so I hear you, man. Like everything you say kind of resonate with me, man. So I thank you again for your transparency. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, man, let me ask you this. What is the next real goal for you? Like, what are you looking to solve or scale next?
Next thing is we're going to move into multifamily. And I'll also get my wife involved a lot more. So she's been involved with real estate as well. Not as much, but we're going to go in and partner on this. So, I have an opportunity with a family friend a very, very close family friend, I should say. They are looking at moving their portfolio via 1031 exchange
Mm,
into a different market and a different asset class, a better class. So
yeah,
they are going to allow me to be heavily, heavily involved with the process. I'm going to be able to learn the ins and outs of the 1031 exchange. I'm going to make contacts with law firms that handle that kind of stuff. How having to do a lot of maneuvering, and then also they're going to help. They're kind of entrusting us to help pick the market, which we eventually want to start also putting more properties in within our own business as well. So
yeah,
it's going to be a lot of learning, a lot of long-term help here, but 2026 should be, if it all goes well, should be a great year for learning and set us up for 2027 to potentially be really huge. Granted, we on the flip side, we need to also find some personal investors to work with us.
got you.
So
Yeah, yeah,
that is the other piece to find some some folks that maybe are material want to do some material participation, maybe some that are fully passive. You know,
yeah,
we're going to be looking and seeking out and building relationships in that area.
absolutely. Well, man, you didn't brought up the word relationship. That's kind of actually where I wanted to go next, man. I would love to know your perspective on relationship building. Has it served you? Do you put a premium on it? What's your relationship building style? Like, give me your philosophy and your perspective when it comes to relationships.
100%. So I am all about building a relationship and building a trust. I've used the same insurance broker. I've used the same mortgage broker for the most part, and my realtor in Ohio has been the same three people because they felt just as strongly about building a relationship as I did. And we built a very, very strong relationship. I'd even hear stories of um, like they would feel a little bit nervous around opening up or being a little bit less guarded
Yep.
because they've had that blow up in their face before. I'm like, listen, no, I need you to always shoot it to me straight. It's not going to blow up in your face. If you think that we're going to get 1,500 a month for rent on here, it ends up 13. I understood the risk, so we've
Mm,
continually been able to build up that relationship. Additionally, the actual tenants and guests that I take care of and that I am interacting with, I put an absolute premium on giving them the best, my best to them. I'm
yeah.
as responsive as possible, and I'm as clear as possible. And I've received so many compliments of, hey, you're the best landlord I've had
Mm,
before. No one's ever gotten taken care of us like this. And I'm not letting them walk all over me, but
yeah.
there's a mutual respect and a very quick turnaround with communication.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Yeah, yeah. Staying on the relationship topic, and I hope you don't mind me mentioning this, but you want to get involved with veteran-owned groups. You want to get involved with veterans. I mean, I know I can imagine why you would want to do that, but I want you to tell me point blank, like, why is that important and to you? Why is that close to the heart to you?
Just they're my people. They're the folks that I know we've shared similar experiences with, that come from all walks of life, and they bring veterans bring so many different things to the table because the military is a huge melting pot of everybody coming from every walk of life, all backgrounds, and then they come into this often crazy chaotic situation where there's some high stress environments. There's some things that they don't know what they're, there's things that they don't know what they're doing with, and they have to go figure it out. If you've been a veteran and you've made it through these trials and tribulations, um, I'm not gonna think that you're gonna be stopped with a small little, let's say, a maintenance item, or
Yeah,
hey, this door is kind of janky, I think I'm just going to quit. No, you're going to be able to trust them to work on everything that is. So anytime I can, if I can hire or work with or build a relationship with a veteran, or a veteran owned company, I'm doing that.
yeah. Now, man, veterans have this certain resilience that just you can't get anywhere else. And so, I have not found a more eloquent way to say this. And I know, people say this all the time, but I mean it sincerely, man. Thank you for your service. Thank you for what you've done. And I try to drive that home to say this. I was not brave enough to serve. And so thank you for any capacity you served. I thank you. I appreciate it. Flowers to you, man. I mean that sincerely.
I appreciate that. Yep. It's not for everyone, and there's a million and a half circumstances that could prevent someone from going. So
Yeah.
I've never in the and I don't know many veterans who have any kind of animosity towards any of that. So
Yeah.
appreciate your
Yeah.
support big time.
Absolutely, absolutely. So listen, Trevor, is there a topic that I have not brought up that you want to touch on? Is there any other words of motivation, education, inspiration that you want to give? If there's anything like that, I would love to hear from you, man.
Yeah, going back a little to the mindset you were talking about, I've built up a pretty confident mindset, um, based on continuing. Hey, I'm going to try this. Let's see if it works. Oh my gosh, I did. Just knocking every limited belief out of the park that I had starting out as a young adult. Um, but I would say the first 5 to 7 closings that I did, every single one of them had a moment where I freaked out. I said, "We're gonna lose everything. This is gonna be a disaster. I'm done. I'm getting rid of all of them." And then 5 minutes later, that feeling subsides. You're like, "Okay, I'm back." So, you'll always have those little bumps, and you're gonna always still feel a little bit of that doubt. But you got to build your skill set. You got to build your
Mm,
confidence to be able to keep moving through it.
mm. I love the way you succinctly said that. Got to build your skill set and build your confidence. Like it's okay just to be afraid, to be rattled, right? It's okay to feel awkward. It's okay to feel like, oh man, I'm in over my head. Sometimes that's just being human. But I love how you said you got to build your skill set and build your confidence. Because when you got the tools to handle the situation. Now it's just building the confidence to go handle the situation. And so I love how you said that build the skill and build the confidence. I think that's a winning combination. And so, man, Trevor, sir, thank you, man. I really appreciate you, sir. Let me ask you this. If someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, how can they get in contact with you, sir?
Yeah, sure. Best way would be probably Instagram. So it's Trevor Methena underscore REI. Message me. We're looking, like I said, we're going to be on the hunt for any investors that are interested in getting to the multifamily space. Maybe they're not familiar with real estate, they've never done any deals, and they would like to have some, partnership. Or if you're looking to be more of a passive investor, and you're just looking to, get into a good asset class like that, I'm definitely interested in working with anybody. So please shoot me a message, or if you just want to pick my brain, I'm always open to answering any questions anybody has, especially if they're starting out.
Absolutely. Trevor, I sincerely say, man, first, thank you for your time, because of course, time is valuable, right? Definitely, two, thank you for your story. Thank you for your transparency. Thank you for sharing. I put a premium on stories because I think stories, the world, nothing in this world moves without story. And so I appreciate your story. Lastly, man, I appreciate your perspective. Thank you for bringing your mindset to this platform. I know somebody is going to get a ton of nuggets from it. And so I appreciate you, sir, for coming through.
Awesome. Thank you, Q. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So listen, y'all can't tell me y'all didn't get value from this conversation. Y'all heard Mr. Trevor. He dropped the value. He was transparent. So I know you got a ton of value from this. So definitely collaborate with him, but definitely make sure you are subscribed here. So I keep telling you, we're going to keep bringing up amazing people just like Mr. Trevor. So, sir, I say thank you again. And to everyone else, listen, y'all have a great day.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.